the question is, how do you navigate um, two brands? So, um, just curious if you have any insight on how a nonprofit brand and then a personal brand can work together in tandem, and kind of share messages, but also both be distinct brands.
It sounds like what you're trying to do is create two distinct brand identities. And it will be easier to create a brand identity for you as a person than it will be for like a completely new entity where there is no like person there, but you want it to have, I would say, like a group feel. At least this is how I would approach it. Is for you as a person and a personal brand, I would love to know what are your whys, what are your goals. So that's basically like purpose and mission. Those are and your values. That's why you do the things that you do, and then how you help people. And that could even be with the David Z Foundation. So it could be like, we help people with like achieve XYZ, or we solve XYZ with at the David Z Foundation. And the David Z becomes like a process for achieving that goal. So I don't look at it as like building this company is the goal. It's no, the company is the intermediary process and the vehicle for actually creating that type of change. Then you make that very apparent on the timeline. You also can share more like opinions, and it can be a little bit more obvious that you have a unique take and that you are like one singular person on the timeline. And the way that you do that is once you have that why, I would break it down into like, how are you going to achieve that? Which is essentially what is the lifestyle that you have? What are the habits? What are the different relatable facets of your life that are needed in order for you to achieve this goal? To try to make this more actionable. So for me, like I want to create one of the best, if not the best, like creator education in the world. Like coming off of being a college teacher for 7 years, I just love teaching. I think that a lot of education is too expensive and it's getting like absolutely outrageous and it isn't leading to the actual outcomes that people are promised. And I want to create something that is accessible and affordable while also being able to survive and create that change and really try to create impact. So that's like my why, that's my goal to help a lot of people basically follow in my footsteps and leave their corporate jobs and pursue something more interesting, something more exciting with more, we'll say, freedom and flexibility. But how do I do that? In order for me to do that, there's a certain lifestyle that I have to live to hit my goals. And this is the consistency, which is I have to, work for a certain amount of hours every day. I have to practice writing every day. I have to stay on top of the meta. I have to also understand branding. And this is where the how gets into skills. Like what actually allows you to bridge between where you are and where you want to go, whether that's as a corporation or as a person, is skill acquisition. Like if you really boil it down, like skill acquisition is the only barrier to like achieving your goals, unless there's like a massive societal constraint, like a regulation or like a huge systemic issue where people with skill cannot succeed. So for most cases, in the first world at least, it's a skill acquisition problem. So then you would talk about these are the skills that we need in order to do these things consistently, that's habits and lifestyle, to achieve these goals. And if you share all of that with like your opinions along the way, you accidentally create like a multi-dimensional brand while also sharing the relatable facets of your life. So that's how you would get your own unique brand identity. Now, as a corporation, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, I think, because you're no longer an I, you're a we. But that also leads to a different type of power where you can say, we believe in this. Like, we are a community that is creating this. Like, I would share a lot of social proof stuff as an organization. Like, look at the impact that we've made. Look at what just happened with our clients or the people that we're helping. Like, look at the smiling faces of like these people. Look at what it's like to work at our organization. This is what we believe in. This is our culture. So now it's not just your lifestyle and your habits and your beliefs. It's not to sound religious here. It's the unifying culture that allows you guys to all work towards one similar goal, which is kind of like a religious subtext. But that is like, without getting too long winded here, that's how I would think about separating the brand identities and the different things that you would talk about on the different pages.
Taylin, I just got to say that's freaking brilliant. Because I, as you were talking, I was looking at, the foundation page. I can always just say like, what is our mission, vision, and purpose, and it just rolls off the tongue. Like we transform lives through the magic of music. But I'm looking at my personal page, and it's so complicated in my bio. And it says, I help students sing confidently, learn deeply, live sustainably, and connect through music.